Okay, welcome to Chapter 5. 5.1 is just a quick introduction to conics. And so a conic section is simply a curve created when a double naked cone, you think about two cones placed point to point, as you can see on the right, is cut by a plane. A plane is almost like a piece of paper. Think anything you can do with an ice cream cone or a chainsaw is maybe a more fun way to think about it. Okay, as each plane cuts a double nap cone, draw your best guess of what you think the figure created is. There's this cool app here. If you click on that link, it should bring you to it if you want to explore it yourself. But let's just take a look. So this first cut, when we cut parallel to the base, what shape do you think we're going to get? It will look something like this, and we call that a circle. So you can think about a basketball, tire, steering wheel, plate, etc. Okay. A non-horizontal cut, a diagonally across one of the cones, slicing through both sides of either the upper or lower half, is going to be a little bit more elongated, something like that, and we call it an ellipse. So you can think about that as like an oval mirror or an orbit of the Earth. This one, when you cut parallel to the left or right side of the cone, so a slant at the outside edge, but notice it doesn't go through the vertex. So it's just going to kind of cut either the top or bottom, but not both. We end up getting something like this. So a shape you should recognize. We're talking about a parabola. So something like the path of a basketball, a headlight, a satellite TV. And then lastly, if you cut perpendicular, so 90 degrees to the base, but not through the vertex, we get something that looks like this. And we call that a hyperbola. So it's like sonar or radar. Be aware, so those are the 4 different shapes or conics that we're going to study this unit. Be aware though, if slicing the plane contains the vertex of the cone, so we can get a point, a line, or intersecting lines, depending on the way it does it, we call those degenerate conics. The information down here about like, hey, this is the general equation, as you see right here, will be helpful, and we'll see those in the different units. I wouldn't stress too much, because as you start to complete the square and find it, it kind of becomes clear, but if it helps you, there's some kind of rules over here about depending on what these A and C values in front of x squared and y squared are, about what type of conic you'll get. And then just a little heads up, you are given the equations on any test you take, and then it's just the difference of you have to know which of these equations relates to which conic. Okay, there's no homework on this section, so